and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today I have with me Alex.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And today we're going over, now I said on my 550th that when I reach 600 I'll be covering Watchmen, but I mean I can't cover any of the other books beforehand. So right. I figured Alex and I, because I've been in a bit of a Watchmen mood, we cover Tom King's Rorschach, which is set in the world of Watchmen after Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
And it's up in the air if it's in this world of the show or not.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I enjoy me some Watchmen, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yep. Now keep in mind, there's not gonna be any characters from the book.
All right, so it's really just focused on Rorschach then.
Well, Rorschach's legacy.
Right, I gotcha.
Remember, he dead.
That's right. Yeah, I was wondering about them. Like, what are they planning to do?
Yep, it's in the world of it, like I said. Written by Tom King and artwork by Jorge Fornes. So yeah, let's dive in. Laura, bang bang, blam!
Oh, boom headshot.
We're clear, wrote Turley. I say I think there's no way to say it except to say it, sir. I don't trust the people working on this. They're all Redford people at the end. Remember, Robert Redford is president. They were setting that up and they've kept that.
Gotcha.
They're all Redford people at the end of the day. Whatever uniform they wear, that's who signs their paychecks. And I hate to say it, but we need one of our own looking into this. And I've asked around. I think you might be that. A man almost died yesterday. Great man. On the verge of becoming, well, this isn't going to stop him. St. Christ. I don't even want to think about what could have been. But we need to look into this. That's for damn sure. How do you want to do it? We've talked to the feds already. They don't want anything near a scandal this close to the election. They're panicked. We're going to start saying Redford wanted to win so bad he didn't get proper security or something. Which he didn't, but we don't want to win like that. That's not what this campaign is about. Anyway, they'll give you the room to move, and if they don't, you just let me know. I heard you took the call. Yeah, on the VIP line, they traced it back to a public phone on the con floor. They got no cameras on that phone. Hundreds of people had access to it. Now they got the VIP number. Why they didn't just call the cops or whatever. Why I had to be in it. That'd be a good place to start. Hello? Excuse me, who is this calling? Ross, get the number for security. It's nothing, but some crank call security. They tell them we got a call that there's a sniper, they said, on the catwalk, and someone's helping her, they said. Some crazy person wearing a Rorschach mask, they said. Anyway, FBI assigned someone already to liaise with you. I have his number. He's waiting for you to hear from you. Okay. They didn't have any ID on them. You got the girls from Fingerprints. Laura Cummings, 19, out of Hannah, Wyoming. We're digging up everything on her. There wasn't much on the file on her. Or is my understanding. At least under what we now know. Our quote-unquote Rorschach friend here is a bit of a problem, Sally. No fingerprints in the system, which means he didn't drive or didn't have a license at least. Medical examiners, he says he's a relatively fit man for his age, maybe like 80s if you can believe it, at least maybe older. The shot to the face obviously is going to make the ID even harder. We'll try to reconstruct.
He ain't got no eyes no more, that's for sure.
Yep. We'll try to reconstruct it as best we can before the autopsy. Can you send me a copy of those prints? Well, they tell me you get everything. Who am I to argue? Anyway, one thing really interesting is one of the gun wounds on Cummings isn't from yesterday. Probably got it a week or so back. Went straight through. Doesn't look clean. Blam! No, you're right. The pattern on the stitches. This wasn't a pro. We'll check their antibiotics in the tox screen, but I think they patched themselves up. We're checking hospitals, though, just in case. Does sort of suggest to me they weren't that organized. I mean, if it was a big conspiracy or something, they'd at least have a doctor. Want to go look at their stuff? That's all? Yeah, it's just this. Just clothes and the gun and that tape. The gun's already at the lab. Reports will be in ASAP. We're processing that tape now, obviously, but you should have seen this thing. It was like from the 60s. We're having trouble extracting what's on it. Just finding something to play it on without breaking it. We'll get it eventually. It's just time. We'll send a copy of the tape as soon as we get one. What about the masks? Store-bought, just Halloween stuff. Made in China, like everything else. We're trying to track where they bought it. They probably paid cash, but maybe there's cameras. You can get lucky. But there's a million of these things. It's a pretty popular costume, even after Oklahoma. You almost wish it was like a fancy one, like the real Rorschach wore. You remember how Rorschach's blot would move around his mask so you could read it different? That was special. That'd be easier to find. This fake crap is everywhere, really. The tape is, yep.
I find it funny that they sell the Rorschach masks to Halloween stores.
Well, they would. Let's be honest. They would.
Fun for the whole family.
Look, Ahsoka.
Oh yeah. I was half expecting a Michael Myers mask to show up, or William Shatner mask, if you want to get technical.
Yeah, if you want to be technical. No, but I think we got a Halloween 3 mask.
Yeah. Silver.
I know, before Halloween. Today for Halloween, Tape is going to be the key. That's it, I'm telling you. There's always a statement or a rant from these guys. Probably thought he was going to get killed after the assassination. He had tape in his pocket. That'll say what it is. They didn't have bandages on them. How they get? They have badges on them. How they get in the convention? Don't you need a badge to get in? The badges have your name, your picture. You got to do the whole registering thing online. They get scanned. They probably ditched them. Was Cumming registered? No, we looked into that. So they ditched fake IDs. Man, these people are crazy. The tape will tell you. You'll see. You can't reason with these people. These days, reason's out the door. Look, I don't know where you want to get into that with this, but if you need to hear from the guard, you should do that sooner rather than later. You talk to the doctors. I talk to them. They won't talk to me, treating me like a damn kindergarten kid. I got twins in kindergarten, Dwayne and Dwight. I'm not a kindergarten kid. Jesus Christ. What'd they say to you? That you're dying? Shit. We get a call from campaign, right while Charlie is speaking. They said it was probably a crank, but you're supposed to check out the crank. So we were going down the hall. So Secret Service was sending people too, but we got there first. We cleared out the catwalk earlier. We knew where the door was. I don't hear anything. Go slow. Ah! Shit!
Oh.
Please! Come out! Hey! Let go of the officer. Stop! Ah! Come out now! Ron, you okay? Ron? Ron, where's your gun? Bam, 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 bam! Oh, Jesus! What did... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, that gunfire. People thought it was the balloons. Please! Blam! No! I guess he heard the Secret Service coming the other way. There wasn't a door there, but they blew a hole in the wall. I passed out after that. Woke up here. You thought it was a crank? Why was the service blowing out the wall? Why not back you up at the door? How'd they know to be there? Dude, I don't know. All I know is that thank God they were, okay? If they weren't, I'm going, and I'd be some footnote, you know? That's it. The guy that didn't save the future president of the United States. Call 555, yeah.
Oh my God, a beeper. I'm feeling old right now.
Yep. I'm sorry, you got a phone I can use? It's a bit of an emergency. Yeah? Good news, bad news. We figured out how to play the tape. It's not an explanation of what they were doing. It's weird stuff. But there are a bunch of names on it. I'm messengering it over. When you listen, you'll hear. Going through the names, some are past, some are easy to find. One guy, I searched for him, looks like he's been missing for almost 4 weeks or so. Just the right age. He's William Myerson. He's actually a little famous. I guess he's the guy who created Pontius Pirate back in the 60s. There's all sorts of stuff out there about him. He's a crazy shut-in type, but there are people who worship him. It's crazy. For the record, he's an XP of Ditko, who created the question who Rorschach was based off of.
I gotcha.
I think this is him. This is our Rorschach. We're at the house of Otto Binder. That's the guy who created Supergirl and worked on Shazam.
Gotcha.
We're at the house of, and apparently a lot of stuff has some truth in this.
Oh, really?
We're at the house of Otto Binder in Chestertown, New York. There are 4 of us. This is Otto Binder speaking, and the others will introduce themselves in turn. We would like to contact the spirit man and call for Mary Binder, my daughter. This is your daddy. I would also like to contact Earl Binder, my brother. This is Otto, your brother. So apparently after losing his daughter at a young age, he truly thought he could figure out ways to talk to spirits.
Oh.
Please try to come in. Try to state your names or some message which will indicate that it's you. This is Randy Cox. I'd like to know if Mark Van Doren, poet and good friend, remembers sending me autographed copies of his books. This is Frank Miller. I'd like to contact my grandma and bring him and ask her to say her name or say hello or anything. This is Will Myerson. I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's let it run for a few minutes. Give the spirits a chance to respond. Adrian Veidt.
So many references here.
Yep. Yeah, Pontius Pirate sailed over the 7 seas. He was down, he got down on his knees. He prayed. Oh Lord, what hast I done? Not enough, God answered. Not enough, my son. FBI says there are, and these are our foiled assassins. William Myerson, Laura, and Cummings. I thought he was an old guy. What's with the picture? Myerson had problems. Basically never left his apartment after 1974, except maybe a walk for groceries. No family, no license, no pictures, no friends. Raid of his place revealed a bunch of drawings. He was an artist, drew pirate stuff in the 60s. Kept drawing for himself after that, apparently. This stuff, though, I've seen some of it. Not a lot of it makes sense. Nothing patterns going nowhere, or a lot of nonsense. Words, boxes of it. However, some of it seems like liberal stuff. Everyone's a fascist, that kind of thing. Even some anti-Turley junk. Pictures you might interpret as death threats. He was a fanatic. From a credit card, FBI's got Cummings in the city, same day Myerson goes missing. So FBI figures that's when they hooked up. It works. Old guy couldn't handle fame. Young girl carried away. This is what happens. So FBI says that this is our guy. But there's a collector here in LA, does costume hero stuff. Got a Manhattan song, all that. Helped him out when he got something stolen a while back. 86, Walter Kovacs goes to Sing Sing and gives his prints. Everyone thought they got burnt up in the riot, but his collector has already bribed a guard for them. I reached out to the guy. He sent me over Kovacs' prints to compare with one of the bodies. The 2 sets matched. What? What are you talking about? Come on, be serious. This is a serious campaign. We don't need this. Check the clock. It's 2020, detective. Rorschach's dead. And that's the first chapter. So what did you think of the start?
Interesting so far. Definitely has the tone of the Watchmen comics down.
But still very different.
Yeah.
It's not trying to ape
a murder mystery.
It's not trying to ape it.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. It's still its own thing.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. It's not trying to ape more.
Yeah.
Which King is notorious for doing sometimes.
With what?
King is notorious for doing that sometimes. By the way, look at this. See that blood, the ink splatter.
Oh, yes, I sure do.
Yep. The apartment is pretty much as it was with a new look on it. I'll get you the key. We got photos of everything we think we need. If we move stuff out, it might raise too much attention. For now, we're still treating this like a missing person case. At this point, we don't want the public to link Myerson yet to the, whatever, an attempted Turley assassination or whatever. The thinking is if we're looking for other people who might know about these two or help them, better to not let those people know that we found Myerson. Gives us a step on them, But with the leads we have, I think we're just looking at these two in all honesty. It's no bigger than that. But you're welcome to see what we saw. You'll notice there's no real security on the building, and anyone can come in. They've got some doctor's office here. Front desk guy buzzes in most people who don't look homeless. Myerson was known, so he had these fans visit him, sent most away. He could be polite, but he wasn't always. I guess this was the only way to see him. He didn't do appearances or whatever. To me, reads like people knew not to go see him. His phone's not listed, and we didn't find a letter from her in his place or one of him in hers. Maybe they got rid of them. Anything's possible. Most likely this Laura Cummings just showed up like some people do and walked right the hell in. Security cameras only go back 2 weeks. Nothing proves anything. But we don't have her in New York until the day he leaves. After that, after we presume she comes to see him, we don't have anything on them until they get shot trying to kill the next president. She gets to his apartment. What happens after that? In between? Who knows? What? 1 second. I'm coming. 1 second, please. Alma Adler. Apartment manifest lists and Alma Thompson in the building. I know he didn't leave very much here very much. Thought it might be you. Yes, well, Adler's my maiden name. I was married 30 years ago. It's Thompson now. We knew each other before Carl. That's my husband. He just passed. God rest him. I don't know why he'd have that male thing, but we went out once. It was sort of a date. I don't really talk about Pontius so much. I drew it, and it's something people think it's well, which is fine, but I don't anymore. I'm working on other things. More mature work, I think. What's mature? I want to end something meaningful. The work can be so tyrannical, and maybe if you add something good, it's not as bad, I guess. I really think you can save the world that way. I tried with these pirates that are so popular, but pirates are for kids. And really, how far can you get with pirates? I mean, he wasn't anything I was too interested in, I'll be honest with you. Back then, I was young. I was looking for more of a traditional man. It was more traditional time, before Vietnam was a state. All this funny book stuff, what is that? So I had a nice time, really. Thank you, I appreciate it. And I was wondering, I don't want to presume too much, but I think should at least try to ask if you don't mind. Maybe when we get up to the apartment, your apartment, can I kiss you? No. Okay.
Oh, shut down.
Yep. I'd see him now and then in the hallway. I got married to Carl soon after. I shouldn't have, but I told Carl about the date, and Carl thought it was so funny. He used to tease him sometimes. That made Carl laugh. It was all in fun. After 85, he became even more shy. A lot of people did. A lot of people left the city altogether. What a tragedy it all was. Carl would still tease him, try to be friendly in his way, but Carl was always friendly. We'd still see him from time to time. Not so much. The most I'd ever talked to him was that night on the date. He kind of seemed rude after all those years, frankly. I wondered, did he ever do something more mature? Nixon will fight the war that Johnson won't. He's not afraid of what it takes to get it done. And I don't care what Humphrey said. He's just the same cup of weak coffee. Nixon will bring in Manhattan, and now we'll turn this whole thing around. That's right. It's a crime, all those boys dying, and we fight with two blue hands tied behind our back like suckers. If you commit the United States to a war, you win the war. End of discussion. Can I help you, sir? The mailbox. Don't have names, just numbers. Oh, yeah, that was private. That's for privacy now. We switched them back in 87. After the squid, people wanted to be more secure. I did it myself, actually. Sad, but the world changes. What can you do? And Myerson was a little maintenance, I'd say. The checks were there. He fixed his toilet, that type. Sometimes you get the people asking for him and all that, but not often. Wasn't so bad. Quiet guy, and good guy. Quiet. Lots of people are quiet. I hope he's okay. Only went into his apartment once, really. Why'd you go into his apartment? Oh, yeah, I told the cops about this. I don't know what it was, but it was interesting. I got a call from a neighbor, the Stevenses. They said they heard some huffing and puffing commotion at Mr. Myerson's place. So I called up, and he didn't answer. So I went up to check, The door was already open. Mr. Myerson, you all right? Ha! Jeez Louise! What happened? You need to go to the hospital. No, not hurt. Fine. Need a chair. Mr. Myerson, should I call the police? What happened? You shouldn't be here. Have to work. I tried to get him more help, but he didn't want it. And I don't know. If he doesn't want it, what am I supposed to do? I think he'd been beat up by someone, but he didn't say. I would have called the police if he said that, but he didn't. He started drawing, and that was his profession, as you know. And I was standing there. I waited to see if he wanted anything. Waited a little bit, at least. Then I left. Nothing more to it than that. And you, the unthinker, you poor, it's supposed to be like the question, you poor weak man at your end again. Then this is it, citizen. This is the final battle. There is a compromise, a way of compromise and forgiveness. I would devote my life to showing it to you, but there are some who cannot see. Some, I say, who cannot think. Ha! You preach acceptance and democracy, but in the end, you are just like I am. The finest solution to all problems is not retreat from attack, but meekness. Not meekness, but strength. You and I are the same. Our cheeks will never be turned. Of course, your feeble mind can only understand actions in such a feeble way. What you fail to comprehend is that systems are built upon foundations. Just as you cannot have mathematics without logic, you cannot have peace without war. Thus, my faith is not a rejection of tranquility, but an embracing of it. You warp yourself in ironies and riddles, a world of nonsense to use a justification. You know the truth. Your desire for blood is my desire for blood. You are man to the core, and man must revert to himself. Man is he, unthinker. You know nothing of man. For years, I have insisted that the strong bow to the weak, but such capitulation is based on a contradictory hypothesis. For you, strength is strength. But in the presence of true being, this is meaningless. Being in the conversation between oneself and oneself, strength then is the synthesis of this conversation. Strength is the absence of being. A being is not power but illusion. What you see, what you've seen for years, is an internal debate, which and to you is manifested as silence, for you cannot hear what you cannot know. But the debate has now ended, and the true meaning of being can be revealed. It is the responsibility of the responsible man to recognize the failures in the unthinker, to not allow that void to divide the person that should be and be not put asunder. Today and now that responsibility belongs to me. Burp you, burp you, burp you, burp you.
Oh my.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know anything about that guy. I mean, everyone hears rumors about the famous dude who lives here, like Pointy as Pirate and all that. And I saw the movies. That's cool. But I've only talked to him once, really, like more than a year ago, right? Hey, man, you okay? It's open. Not going up. No. 30 years. You need me to call somebody? 30 years he tortures. 30 years he tells me what he has and I don't. Hey, who, man? What's going on? But that was it. He just stood there. He didn't say anything. That was the most I ever talked to him. Maybe I should have called someone, talked to some neighbors. They said he does that sometimes. So whatever. Maybe really I should have just gotten his autograph. I love Pontius Pirates. You got some boxes here? You're moving? Yeah, but moving in. I mean, I've been in the building for a while. I wanted kind of a bigger place. This lady who lived here, she wanted a smaller place, which is cool. Her husband died, so she didn't need the extra room. Talked to management, and we switched. It's all good. The husband died? When was this? I don't know. About a month back, I found out he had a heart attack right in the building. Right in his room, honestly. I think that's why she wanted to leave. And they had me get in so fast so she could get out. Who wants to live in a dead man's house? Your luck here. It's not scratch. I don't really use it much. Close is easy. Is it new? Is it? I didn't notice. If it is, that's the only thing that is. These people were living here for so long, but they didn't replace a damn thing. I've been doing some new things, but I didn't do that. Thank you, sir, for your time. Yeah, no problem. Hope you get what you're looking for. This woman is dead. I believe you've seen her. I believe she was in your apartment a month ago. I believe she came here with a man in a Rorschach mask who's now dead. Dead? I don't. Your husband enjoyed a laugh at Will Myers' expense. The story about the kiss in the elevator, this went on for years, until perhaps for the first time, perhaps not, the two men fought. Get away. Get away. You don't talk to me that way, you stupid sissy. You're running away? You think you're so great because you're famous? Who cares? Stay out. This isn't for you. You girly little sissy. Fuck you. Fuck you. Mrs. Thompson, how did your husband die? I got it, Alma. What the? Well, howdy, Eddie. How y'all doing? Girl! Oh, my God. What? I don't, please, I don't have any money. Can't hear what you can't know. Carl, ma'am, if you move, you scream, you talk, I'll shoot you in the face. I have bills. I need... Dead. See now? Ain't that better? And her? Need to save the world. Wasting time here. Ma'am, if I may, you tell anyone about this, about us, anyone, and I come back here. They shoot you in the face. You hear? Bang. Carl, how was New York? How was New York? Fine. I say anytime there isn't an alien attack, it's a good visit to the Big Apple. You get anything from Myerson's place that can explain this thing? I'm heading to Wyoming next, checking on Cummings' background. Great. I talked to Justice. They're now leaning towards saying it was just these two, all the way. They want to make an announcement. Crazy girl gets to a crazy guy and does a crazy thing. No big conspiracy. No masked men back from the dead. Okay. What do you think? Justice should hold off on an announcement. Right. Well, I can see what I could do. All right. Anyway, have fun in Wyoming. Let me know what you find out. Turley's eager for update, and he can get emotional with the election coming up, you know? Okay. All right. Bye now. Goodbye. And how was that?
It was good.
What do you think about where this is going?
It's interesting. I could see, I think with Watchmen itself, it's one of those books that's kind of an acquired taste where you read it, it's or like, oh, crime scene stuff, this kind of stuff. But
yeah.
I'm interested in it. I mean, yep. I think maybe it's a bit too wordy, but
yeah, I was about to say this is where I'm going to start breathing through a bit more.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yep, we see. I mean, now that we get a good understanding of these two.
Yeah.
And we're getting some incident that happened in Wyoming, a disaster that occurred. A number of people died. And say about 100 were Finlanders, so 50 were colored, and the rest were American. You good here? I could take another cup of coffee, thank you. Sure, hon. You're the man who went to Sheila. She said you worked for Turley on his election. Isn't that something? Yep. Well, this is Turley country out here. I imagine there aren't too many votes and you have to win over in Hannah. But you ever go back and see Mr. Turley, you tell him from me that he's doing good work. Nobody wants more of this comrade Redford. About time we had someone who could stand up to that bully. So yeah, we are there jumping around. And what do you think about the shifting of time throughout these? We saw it earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it kind of feels weird because it doesn't feel like it's part of the conversation that flashes back to it, where it feels like it's a smooth transition between these time periods where it kind of just jumps around.
A little, yeah. But yep, we're getting how she learned how to shoot. And of course, that was her own daddy. That's my girl. Load her up. I'll get some more targets. Okay, Daddy. Getting too good. Running low on targets. So fast, sweetie. I'm going to be a heavy drunk just getting you set up. When I was 8, I could barely palm a gun, even in the Army. Took me a while to learn it right. First snipe target I had, I missed the lady by 10 feet, I'm telling you. Someone had to pick her up for me. And look at you. So proud of you, Laura girl. Chink!
Chink.
Blam, blam, blam! Yep. Must be a good read.
Now she's all grown up.
Yep.
Ready to kill
and now she's dead.
Yeah.
Yep, you've been at it all day, huh? Had a book once like that. Had to finish the whole thing almost at once. It was about a lawyer who was chasing these drug people, and I thought it was just not something you could let go. Yeah, girl, sorry. Yeah. When I do yell like that, I think back to
because like it cuts to like just her in the window. For a second, you think like, oh god, she's gonna shoot the diner, but like, oh yeah, she's dead.
Yep, but I think this is him thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what this meant to represent the detective thinking about it. If you know the detective barely says anything.
No, he doesn't. I'm the detective. I'm supposed to have the monologuing around here.
Yeah!
Oh my god, Punisher would be proud.
Yep, apparently these I killed your moms not so long after that. It wasn't her fault. Squid controls minds too, you know. Oh boy, guy's paranoid about the squids.
Oh yeah.
Yep, talked about what happened that day, and yeah. Keep on the sunny side of life. So yeah, we're basically we find out about her is that she was raised by an extremist group.
Ah.
Yeah, and yeah, they show the squids. The squids were still, or at least regular squids.
Yeah. Here, have it.
They want to prevent New York.
Yeah.
Yep. Her getting gunned down. Yep. As again, we're just getting all of this from her as she's getting more and more older. Her dad eventually passed and everything, and just actually, no, he didn't pass yet until.
Oh god. Well.
Yeah. Love you, Daddy. Because apparently. Yep.
Oh,
because she realized how nuts she was.
Yeah.
Yep. Dad said the mine killing in 1903 wasn't all that bad. What was bad is they kept the mine open. 5 years later, it went off again. Times had it wrong. 18 men got trapped. They sent another 40 at one after them to help them, to save them. And it went off again, and they killed all 59 of those men. They buried her too. Love you, Daddy. See, my daddy said that, and what that meant was there was a pattern to the thing. He was looking for patterns. Because you see, when there's a pattern, there's an intention. An intention, that's the bad part of it.
He should have been like, I'm not part of the pattern. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, but then this is his illusion, the delusion. I found your book, Laura. I saw the inside of the closet. Didn't quite match the outside. And there it was, the hidden bear on the back. I hid it to be found, not by Aunt Sheila or the cops, but by someone good enough to find it. Someone kind enough to help. And frankly, you, sir, seem about good enough and just about kind enough. What does that mean? You're the detective. What do you see?
I see psychos.
Yep. Again, what I think about this is that this feels like an overstretched one-side story of Watchmen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how they have the side stories and all that? All the different, parallel stories? This felt like it's dragging it out for the lengths of Watchmen.
Yeah. I don't know if it's working as well as Watchmen did it, though.
No, but it's still a little intriguing, wouldn't you say?
It is, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, just... No, we just call her a kid. This is, just her still continuing improving and all that. And this is where I feel like, I get it. He's trying, he's going first. Now, I will say this. They are following the logical saying. You go to first where the one guy was. Then you try to find out more about the other girl.
Yeah.
So we got her early life, and now we're seeing how she grew up more.
Yeah, I mean, we do want to get to know more. Well, like if you're going to kill off these characters early on, you obviously want to learn more about them and why they did what they did,
Yep, and we see that she was with the strong man of the group.
The strong man.
Now, it's good she was an adult. Ish. Yeah. But again, it turns out, though, he eventually, I never ever thought that she loved me like I loved her. She wasn't the type of girl to fool you like that. And she wasn't the type of girl to really love me either. I'm not someone interested like she should be with. I'm just good at lifting things and I got good at that really young, and I got good at that really young, and that's not that interesting. Not to someone like the kid, I don't think. But I guess I turned out more interesting than I thought. Now that I think about it, I mean, I killed so many people. That's pretty interesting. How did that start?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, well, there was this guy who worked there, like a mover guy, like a roadie, and he liked to brag about stuff. And he was at a party, gas party. We were all there, and he got real drunk. And he was telling me that he beaten his wife, beaten her to death. He was crying, and people didn't know what to do about it. And lots of people were talking. So he killed the wife killer.
Oh.
Yep. Continue on, and basically that after some time, she came to my trailer. Who are you? So in other words, she tried to use him first before the others.
Oh.
And then she thought he was Rorschach.
Oh.
I messed this one up. I was trying not to. But yeah. Why'd you put on the mask? Well, see, kid explained to me. It made sense after she did. You see, I wasn't putting it on for the first time. Not like you're saying. No, I'd always wear it. No, I'll never tell. Never, ever. My secret plan and it's all mine. Beat me as much as you want, Rorschach. Everyone's still. Oh! You know this part, Captain Carnage. Remember, whatever happened to him? Well, he tried that stuff on Rorschach, and Rorschach threw him down an elevator shaft.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's not funny.
Hilarious.
Yep. And basically, this is where we're getting all this stuff. They are here, but they're not really here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, we're just getting a summary. You got Rorschach's soul in you. That's what she told you. There are blue men who control time, and there are squid invaders who kill millions with mind powers. That's the world we live in. Those are just, so he's a simple man, got manipulated.
Yeah, poor guy.
And that's why he killed people.
Yeah.
Until he wasn't needed anymore.
Even took on Rorschach's grumpy side, too, where he's just like,
I'm not in there with you. You're in there with me.
Yeah.
So
that sounds like the Doomslayer.
Basically, that's the whole point. We found out just how much she manipulated it. The kid's name is Laura Cummings. She's dead. Found another sucker, dressed him up, and died with him. No one saved. What? No. Death didn't stop Rorschach, and it won't stop the kid. No. You'll see. It's just a matter of time. I know it. She'll be back somehow, and she'll find him. Somewhere out there. He just doesn't know it. Rorschach is waiting. Oh, I'm done. What do you think? Not bad? But basically, it's this whole notion of people believe enough that they will become the next one.
Yeah, they get this idea that, like, oh, Rorschach's his spirit passed on to me. I'm going to be the new Rorschach. Like,
that's what she told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the girl, Laura, has this idea that squids are still taking over people's brain. She also thinks Rorschach's soul was transferred by Dr. Manhattan into another person to fight these squids. She finds Meyerson, quiet, vulnerable type, convinced that he's Rorschach. Together, they go to assassinate the Governor Turley, thinking this would save the world. They get killed before they do. I still don't know how she found him, how she convinced him. So we got that point so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's an interesting idea, too, where she takes advantage of these crazy men and then have them
because she's crazy.
Rorschach. Yeah.
Because she's just as crazy because of her
crazy meets crazy, you know?
But you're also wondering, but these are not organized people. Not really.
No, they're, yeah.
Yep, we're trying here to unseat a president running for his 5th term, and a man who cannot be unseated, thanks to the wonderful new state of Vietnam. And we're close, because we did it right, in the right way. We built coalitions of people harmed by this endless Redford raid. Farmers, in other words, Trump.
Yeah.
The politics on this is so...
Yeah.
And
it isn't clear yet, folks.
By the way, all the squid stuff, you know what that's clearly a base off of?
What?
QAnon.
Oh.
I mean, come on. Now that I say that, it's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
There's a subset of like, it's lizard men. It's squid people.
And get your tinfoil hats on, people.
Yep. I was in his office last Thursday. Have you read this supposed FBI report? Yes, Governor, I've read it. I think it's generally thorough. Too nuts off their meds. And these are sadly the risks you take when you tell the truth, the way only you can do. In all honesty, I think our best response is to play this as what it is. Result of the real and meaningful risks you have taken to help this country. This report, Anderson, Alan, in all honesty, this report is bullshit. Redford tried to kill me, and now he's having his little personal FBI clean it up. These people work for him. That report is a cover-up of a mistake. The mistake of not blowing my fucking brains out on the back of my fucking head. Sir, I realize this might not cover your needs for now. As you know, we're conducting our own investigation of the matter to verify what we're getting from the Redford team. It's gonna kill me. He missed once, but he's coming again. That Redford is a dog of a snake. I'll be dead before he goes down. And you'll be here talking about some fucking investigation and verifying and all that. We have no evidence at this time of any involvement with Redford. And sir, needless to add, any public accusation to that effect could put us off our footing at a time when your monumentum is at a premium. Jesus Christ. Get out, Alan. Sir, I'll call my man, get an update, and we'll look into every angle of this. We'll try to speed it up if that's what you want. I want this to be clear and easy for you in the campaign. We've got a vital mission here, Governor, and you're the man for the job. We don't need to distract anyone from looking at you. Get the fuck out, Alan!
Oh, poor Alan.
Yep, it's fine in private, but if he starts going off on his theory in public, he's going to look like a goddamn madman. Like he's not, which he's not, which is why people like him. A lot of people, which is why I got a request for you now. I want you to tell the truth. This is about the truth. But if Charlie tries, look, you're a good man, and I'm just asking. Don't encourage him, unnecessarily. You know what I mean? If it's not there, then it's not there. Easy at that. He doesn't need help. I can help him. If that's what he needs, let me help him. That's not your role in this. You got a different part to play. Okay, I think you get it. I don't need to pound it in. You're an adult. I know I can count on you. Now, come on. He wants to talk to you. Now, why the hell do you think we're drinking? Here, Jacob, take your coat off and turn around. I got to frisk you. It's going to be very up close and personal. You can complain, but I won't care. You carrying? I've been through 6 metal detectors getting in. You got any recording devices on you? Let me know now, and I can get them back to you when you get out. It's all a big deal. If you don't tell me now, so you better tell me now. Oh, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I don't know if you're getting my messages. You were lead on the Secret Service team that took down Meissen and Cummings back in Los Angeles. You saved Turley. Yeah, I got your messages. Where go? Take her!
Bam.
No, Laura! And he's the one who took him out.
Oh.
All right, you can go in. Thank you for your cooperation. Sorry, couldn't resist. No, thank you. That you in here, please join me. I don't have all day. Governor, come on.
I don't know why, but the detective with the coat and the hair, he looks like Columbo.
I was going to say that is clearly, I think, who he's based off of. Oh,
yeah. One more thing.
I love that act. It just that whole. He comes off like this kind of guy that's more likely to annoy you, but then you realize just how brilliant of a mind he is.
I know.
But he's not.
My wife likes this carpet too, I think.
I know, but he doesn't go overboard in the idiot, coming off like an idiot. This comes like this bumpkin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like he's legit, but he's the most brilliant man.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be shy. Come on, I got the ambassador to Estonia in 10 minutes. There's some whatever at the border I got to do a whole thing, and we need to talk, you and I. Yes, sir. Ah!
Oh my God.
Good. Fine. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming and all that crap. Literally. Hey, you're supposed to say. Now, you and I both know what this was. An attempt by Redford to kill me. Take my head off. My question for you, mister, is what are we going to do about it? I haven't seen that, sir. I can't tell you who's behind it at this point. When I have more information, I can make the determination. Bullshit. I'm happy to walk you through what I've done so far. Also happy to go over the next steps. All right. Get out, get out. What do I need? What do I need with this? We need to talk, you and I. This is actually important. Wait for me in the main room. God damn it.
I think it was.
I ran into him twice during the war. We had to transport him. So Turley had actually worked with comedian in the war.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Interesting.
hell, you shot pretty good. I've seen a lot worse. How many do you think you got? I wish I knew. Less than 10? More than 1? That's funny. You read Borgs? Who the fuck is Borg? You do Pointy as pirate? I read the shit out of those. No soldier, no pictures in this one. Just saying, I know how many you shot. The definite number. Well, good. You tell it to HQ, then get me a medal. Daddy said he wanted me to get one. That'd be right. But yeah, it's just like your friendly pirate says. Not enough, my son. We got ambushed later at low tide. That woman took a bullet. Didn't make it. We wouldn't have made it either if it hadn't been for the comedian charging the jungle after whoever was coming after us. So yeah, he's praising the comedian, obviously. These people are trying to get me. They were in masks, like the comedian. Keep thinking about that. So in other words, this is why he thinks. He thinks it was done intentionally to stick it to him.
Right.
Again, Turley is...
yeah, seriously.
paranoid.
He really is.
But I love how he says always like, when was the second time you saw the comedian? Oh, that was brief. Want one? No, thank you. Don't tell them I'm still doing this thing. Yeah, so he's like, psh. Oh, and this was, yeah, he saw them. This was right either before or after the Korean woman. You know, when he shot the pregnant woman.
Oh, yeah.
This is around that point.
Oh, my
Man
gosh.
and Superman. Just don't ask which is which. Take your coat off. We got to search you again. Very personal. Not unlike last time. Make sure you didn't take anything. I got an attitude on you. I'd hold it close to you, which is polite, I think. But I see it. This isn't the place for attitude. What is this the place for? You want to hit me? No. If you want to be hit, I'll see what I can do. Turley says he likes you. He didn't say what you said, but he certainly said you said it well enough. I recommended you, so well done. You look good, makes me look good. Not a surprise, but maybe a relief. Could use the relief these days. He wants me to tell you. He just says to push farther and harder. He's giving you access to the campaign funds for this. That's a big, deep pocket. He says you take whatever you need. You need to hire assistants or even take money for witnesses for anything. I'm all right, thank you. It's up to you. You can always call me. Let me know. So did he bring up Redford at all? No. Liar. Because he is more being taken in by Rorschach and her.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's clear he's starting to connect dots that shouldn't be connected.
Yeah.
Like, all this stuff here, something stinks.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, does it feel like Turley is pushing a little too hard on Redford did it?
Yeah. Something up.
Yep. Dear Doctor. But yeah, so we send a letter out there. Basically, this was a fan letter, as he didn't wrote back and everything. And this is kind of what led to them collaborating. But yep, again, this is what a lot of this issue is, just the back and forth.
Yeah.
So this is how she convinced him.
Ah.
It's I need to exit your security cameras, both inside and out. Well, excuse me, we don't. Let me rephrase. How much do I have to bribe you and your manager to get access to your security cameras? I need them now. Tonight. So, yeah, just all this stuff building up. Again, it is kind of like, the only thing is that this is just being done through normal narration without the excuse of Manhattan doing this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because when Manhattan did it, it was fine.
Yeah.
Don't you require valet for this hotel? It's L.A. Everyone requires valet. I need the records of who parked and left at around 8:40. You put down the license, right? Great. So he's starting to gather up more and more details. Oh, I was going to kill myself, but I thought I should write you, so I didn't. I'm 19 years old, just like Mary Shelley. I don't know if I ever told you that. So again, that's just how. Oh, and what? Like this is Frank Miller. So yeah, this is Frank Miller.
Of course.
Yep. Yep. So this is how they first met, and once they met, they actually did, get close.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Ooh, I like that.
Yep. The debate is over. Do you want to come inside? Okay. My assistant is out for the evening, so it's just me. I found your letters. They're not my letters. We can sit here. Is there anything I can get you? Water or soda? Coffee? A beer? I'm fine. I'm going to get some water. I'm thirsty. Just call out if you change your mind. I think I have plenty of everything. Maybe I'll get some pretzels. You probably want to know about Will Myerson and the girl. I don't know her name. If I tell you if I did. He just called her the kid, the girl with the guns. I didn't read the letters. Her name was Laura Cummings, out of Hannah, Wyoming. She looked like a Laura. That makes a lot of sense. Poor thing. Too young to die. But in the end of it, aren't we all? So, yeah, I guess we should start with... So this is how we find out how they met and everything. We get an example of the comic. And
we're like the little Spider-Man reference.
Yep, because it's supposed to be a Ditko parody.
Yep.
But, yep, as they did all that. And then Otto did think he was listening to his daughter.
Right, I gotcha.
Oh, look, Frank! Jesus Christ! Frank, good to see you. Been some time. Hello, Mr. Miller. It's such an honor to meet you. I read Dark Fife over and over again, and I think it's a masterpiece. It totally changed everything. I know you probably don't want to be called a legend, because I think that implies you're done. But, sir, I'm sorry, you, sir, are a legend. Are you going to kill me? Hell no. But we wouldn't mind some coffee. Then we got to talk to God. Never been to L.A. before. So basically, he gets roped in, too.
Oh, Jesus. The Rorschach fan club.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Ugh.
Again, this is when they come up with their conspiracies and everything, and they think the spirit of Rorschach is talking to them.
Of course.
But this is my face. So, yeah, this is like, you see, it's hard to explain. In 1985, the big year I put out my book, the book I've been working on for some time, The Dark Fife Returns. It was a reimagining or reintroduction of an old character. I know. Dark Fife was the nickname of the Seaman, one of the first big pirate characters seen around since the 40s. Well, of course, why would there be regular superhero books? There wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not as few as popular as Pocahontas Pirate. For years, people have been writing the Seaman for children. So summarizing to be like Dark Knight Returns, how he made it different.
Yeah. And I made that one book featuring Nick Lelson, age 12.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But then this is where, like, you hear it? Clear as day. God talking. You hear what he's saying, right? What he told them, what he's telling us. Kill Turley.
Oh, God.
Yep. I'm not understanding what. I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm here to take your statement. You tell the truth and you get out faster. You stop hurting faster. That's what matters. Doesn't matter who I am. Yeah, sure, man. Okay, whatever. Don't get all. I just want to go home. I didn't know what they were doing. How was I supposed to know they'd try killing people? So again, now that he has resources, he's starting to reach out to other people. And we also find out that Myerson's psychiatrist was the same psychiatrist for Rorschach.
Oh.
Of course.
Of course, yeah, it's all connected.
Or at least, no, sorry, it's his son.
Oh, his son. Oh, okay. Still connected.
In this version, he followed in his father's footsteps. In Doomsday Clock, he became the new Rorschach.
Oh.
Two different things, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, again, you're seeing that this conspiracy just goes deeper, but we also know that so much of it is built in bullshit.
Of course.
But it's like, it feels like now we're just trying, it feels like King is trying to just show how clever he is with the conspiracy. But now, I get it. He's trying to make it be as convincing that you understand why these people believe it. To show that it's like, conspiracies could just come from nowhere, but 12 issues necessary?
Yeah, just to say all that, you know?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just...
Yeah.
Yep, as we're getting more and more of like these different parallels going on and everything.
Mm-hmm.
As she's trying to figure out, get someone to be the other Rorschachs, and they never took. But yeah, they ever mentioned the Governor Turley? No, not once. There was no politics. It was just a place. So basically, all of them tried, and they all failed.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Miller confessed to aiding in the attempted assassination of Turley. So he gets arrested. No! Yeah. My face! Give it back! He thinks he is.
Yeah.
It's the second time I've heard this bullshit. You didn't have to be there. I don't buy this. It had to be an in-person thing. There were other people who could have done what you did, or you could have done it over the fucking phone. Doing this visit in person, it's ridiculous. Accepting the mask is ridiculous. You went there for a reason. You're telling me in this story now for a reason. Oh boy, as he's falling in on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Yep. Same story.
Boy, Columbo took a dark turn.
Yep. He's feeling like it's the same story. That all of them believe the squid stuff. They've been all taken in by it.
Yeah. Ooh.
You see? I'm getting it every time. Easy as apple pie. So again, it shows that but again, you realize that there's still a lot of stuff. You're like, but how did they get in?
Yeah.
But even, I love it as a moment where she's like, what's wrong with me? Like she's realizing something's not right.
Oh, something's wrong, you say.
Yeah. You know, my daddy hated Redford every fiber of his whole being. He thought he was just there to take things from us. So yeah, so it shows that there was always this hatred there.
Yeah.
If Mr. Ryan said, if your Rorschach come back to life, then think about it. Maybe Turley's the comedian. Okay. And Curly's obsession with comedian.
As Rorschach would say.
That's why I kept doing that. Now at least we know there was nothing sexual here.
Yeah.
But again, it's like things are just more and more building and all that. I do like, now this I don't mind. The parallels, I don't mind. That's the case where he's trying to connect the dots.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a seamless transition. Yeah, I like that with the way he's down the stairs, he's up the stairs.
And now he's hallucinating. He's now
that's
talking.
clever.
Yep, now he's talking out loud as if she's there.
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
Oh, that's probably from me getting shot in the arm. You already know about that from the autopsy. Nothing to get excited about. No, stays too bad. This isn't an arm wound. Someone died here. Maybe that's how you got the wound gunfight. So he's trying to figure out who it was. Where's the body? Oh, and they found it out there.
Yep.
And they found a pager.
Oh.
And, yep, they call it up like it's ringing. Hello, Ron Wheelock's office. May I help you? Sorry, I got a page from this number. Oh, of course, let me look. Well, do you have a name? I can check if Mr. Wheelock called you. First time I've gotten this number. I don't know. Can you tell me if this is a business or personal number? Well, I mean, I don't know here. So basically, it's the deputy campaign manager for Redford.
Oh.
Wait, I don't get it. So he wants to meet here? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are we safe? But I was like, but they hate Redford. Why would they work for Redford? Redford wants us to succeed. He wants Turley killed. He's going to help us. But he said he cannot win without what we're going to do. So they said, okay, so they're going to help Redford, knowing that doing so is going to make things worse.
Uh-huh.
At least that's what they think.
Yeah.
Yep. I turned over the body. They're looking at his background. I doubt they'll report a connection to the campaign. This goes to Redford. They work for Redford. Even if they stumbled on something, likely it'll be buried. How? I can't. Now, see, now he just happens to find something that points to Redford.
Of course.
Yep. And we see Frank had reached out to some of his friends and everything and all that. We just find out again, this big, big conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
But some things just feel a little too convenient, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, there's the dead man.
Yep.
Yep, just checking all the stuff, all this money, all of it. And, a bit with Bin Laden in his timeline.
Oh.
Yep, another body. Went up to Bakersfield, got the parents' address out of the phone book. Spoke to the parents. They were scared. That was clear enough. Because took some time, some threats, but they came out with it. They claimed they saw it was the ramblings of a sick woman. They figured her paranoia was one of the reasons she killed herself. She was imagining ghosts. She recorded a confession, long one. They found a tape in the bathroom, got a hold of it, still had her blood on it. So yeah, according to that, what the parents provided, Myerson did reach out to the Oates, who was interested in the project. Turns out Oates was a Pontius pirate fan, and had even heard of Myerson. So they talk. So he tried to get others involved too, and it broke her, and she's the one who helped them get in, it seems. Oh. So we see that this is what happened. They believe it was Redford who did it. If Redford requested them, I mean, he's the President of the United States. His campaign wants some. He can have some badges. But again, something just doesn't add up. Yeah. When you really think about it. And yeah, she tried to kill herself. She killed herself and everything. And yeah, guy came over, tried to assassinate him. But he takes the guy's thumbprint because he knows there's something else going on. Oh yeah. You don't know anything. All right, we're nearly done. Oh, look at this cover.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yep. You don't know anything about me. What more do we need to know? Fuck you. The prints matched, didn't they? The prints on the bottle. Oates kept it in a safe, and the prints on the bottle you collected from Alan. The man whose body you found on our compound was holding onto a print of the man who hired you to find us. The man who works for presidential candidate Turley, who we tried to kill. I see what you did the whole way, pushing me. Why did Oates keep that bottle? Why would he have evidence that he knows Alan? Why would he have that stored away for a rainy day? Why, especially since Alan says he never met Oates. He worked for Redford, not Turley, he says. Leaving me the diary so I'd learn about the squid, about your conspiracy theory. So I follow that trail. How about because Alan's been lying to you the whole time? So I find your victims. Find out that you thought Rorschach could be reborn, that Myerson was Rorschach. Alan knew the whole time he was Oates' contact after we reached out to Oates. He didn't reach out to Redford. No, he reached out to Turley's people, saying two crazy people were trying to kill the governor. What should he do? And every step of the way, you're pushing me. Turley gets an idea. They can't win. Not with Vietnam's votes going to Redford. Always going on, unless they do something to show how bad Redford is. Confirm all their talks about him as a despot. An assassination attempt on Turley. That traces back to Redford. Then the letters. So I sympathize with you. Fall for all your crap. You left them with Miller for me to find. So a low-level security guy comes to them with a girl and an old man who are planning an attack with no chance of succeeding. Two desperate, stupid people who can be manipulated and sacrificed. Then Miller with his little tape. Let me guess. You all made that just for this. Just for me. All that binder shit. Just so I'd hear. So I'd think that you heard what you wanted me to hear. Kill Turley? Well, we'll let them get close, real close. Then we'll kill them, and we'll leave a trail that leads them to Redford. That little piece of tape, that wasn't what motivated you. You created that to motivate me. Hey, but why did we kill Oates? Why, don't you? And there was 3 men. 3 men you talked into your fantasy. All of them telling me about your plan, how close you got, pushing me. He didn't know how good we were. He didn't think I could make that shot from the stage. They were all counting on that. There was no real danger. So Oates came to the farm to give us the badges from the Turley campaign. He sees me on the range. He sees me make the shot. Leaving the body intact, leaving the pager where it was, putting me on the track, showing me to this moment. He panics in the moment. He's not loyal to Redford. He's loyal to Turley. And now he's part of a plot that could actually kill Turley. He has to stop it. He's scared out of his mind. We get back to the cabin. But that's not your master stroke. Not by a mile. And he shoots me. And I shoot him. When Oates doesn't report back to the Turley campaign, they page him, but not with their number. With a code number, a number from the Redford campaign, meant to trigger Oates to call them. No, you had the prints. The fucking prints matching Rorschach. Your prints matching his, making me think that you are more than you are. That maybe there's some truth to it. All the insanity. Oates is competent. He hid all of his connections. Why would he let himself get paid from such an obvious number? He wouldn't. But after all, I see now, and I can check it now. Did some research on my collector, the guy who had Korvac's prints, who sent me the matching pair. Oates doesn't return the call. He goes missing. Alan and the campaign don't have any way to track us. They don't know if we backed out or if they even want us to back out. So they compromise. They know the plan. They put a guy they trust on lookout, a guy already aware of the plan. Guess what? He's a hero obsessed, and he's obsessed with your heroes. He's the #1 owner of your art. You were the only one who drew heroes and not pirates. He owns hundreds of thousands of dollars of your damn citizen collection. I bet they used Jacobs, the president's personal bodyguard. First one in the scene, Secret Service, but intensely loyal to Turley. And all that art I found in your apartment, why wasn't it claimed? It was worth so much. Turns out you left it to the collector. A little exchange, I imagine. A switch of prints for art. I looked and found the change in your will. So clever. Yeah, Jacobs. Why not? He sees an old man and a woman. They don't know what and we look like exactly. But he sees our badges. VIPs, it all fits. You were setting me up when it failed. The whole thing was a setup. He makes a call for the convention. It wasn't Oates and secretary. That's all made up. That was Jacob letting Alan know. You're here. And then there's the girl, pushing me. Diana Condor, Oates' assistant. The campaign was talking to her the whole time since Oates went missing. Even invited her to the convention, and after the convention, they bribed her. Or worse, probably worse, to record the confession she did. Then they cut her wrist, left a clue for anyone to find, but her parents hid it. All that planning, and they couldn't get the tape out. They couldn't ask it about it. They couldn't acknowledge it, so they needed someone to find out. Redford might not report it. Can't trust the cops or FBI. They need their own man, their own detective. Oh, hey, can I get a sip? Jesus. Yeah, you can finish it. Thanks. I see you. Good. You're supposed to see us. I'm not going to do it. Sure you will. No. Do you think we did it because we thought you were stupid? Because we thought you wouldn't figure it out? The point is, by figuring it out, all of it, you see the whole picture. You understand us. You understand them. Then you can judge each by each and do what you have to do. No. Everyone lies. Everyone pushes. We did it to uncover an evil. They did it to cover the good. Who cares? At the end of the day, you pick up your gun and you figure out where to put it. You know what you have to do. Please, no. Don't. You have to kill him. Shit. No. It is in the duty of the citizen to serve the policy and to serve the polity. Hey, without the duty of the citizen, the polity reversed to totalitarianism. The disintegration of participation, the negation of responsibility, and sinking are the seeds from which evil grows. The end of the conversation between the citizen and his government is equivalent to the end of the conversation between man and himself. You're insane. Turley's part of a squid plot. As sure as anything, his brain has been taken over by forces beyond his control. A danger galaxies away that once killed millions of us. And now they believe Ozzy's Bull crap.
Yeah.
Yep. And now aims to take us over too, to subdue us so it can kill billions more. This is the second wave, the second attack, and you can stop it. Yeah, well, you're fucking insane too. So yeah, we get a bit more about all this, but yeah, so we got most of what the big plan was, the big conspiracy. The rest is then trying to turn him to their side.
Yeah.
And sure enough, shot in the face, seemingly, but then, hey, it's Alan. We got it. All set up now. Turley's eager to hear from you, but we have to do it now. We'll need you at the tower soon. So as soon as he gets up, meets up with them, he's got it. You got it, right?
I definitely saw this coming.
Being taken in. But what do you think of the fact that it was Turley manipulating things to try and help them?
I don't know. I don't know what to think, honestly.
To be fair, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Manipulate things to try and benefit their end.
Yeah.
What's this? A tape recorder and a tape. This fucking guy. Jacob, the recorder's at my insistence. I'm sorry, it's coming from the governor. It's part of what we're doing today. We've already explained that in twice the security. The governor requested it personally. It's for him to listen to. I can call him if you want. Not supposed to let recording devices in. That's from the governor. I don't remember hearing exceptions. Relate as it is. So they use it to get in there and everything. And when they're there, just some bullshit. Whenever you're ready, there's something to drink. So yeah, get something to drink and all that. And then, is he okay? What? Jesus, man. If you had any idea. All right, gentlemen, hope this helps. So yeah, they're already and everything. I'm glad we're at the end. Oh, young man, do you know what's coming? The hearings, the press, the endless roar of all the stupid people. I sadly don't think we're anywhere near the end of this thing. So yeah, basically claims that they do have a confession and all that. They were both doing it for their own reasons. I don't think those reasons are important or frankly make that much sense. Let's just say that these were broken people with sad intentions. Sad people, really two people who needed help. And they wouldn't have gotten anywhere close to you. These people, if it weren't for the help. They got very close because of the Redford campaign did. Yeah, the Redford people, or people associated with that campaign, and possibly to include the president, found this pair and basically used them like you use a gun. So here, telling him all he needs to hear and says he found a tape on it, claiming that it actually has anything. What's one tape matter? They said we have the document to back it up. The tape is a clear confession. My work around the tape shows that the confession is accurate. Does it? All right, then. Let's listen to this fucking thing. See what I hear. But turns out it says a recording of the speech. And then...
Oh.
Yep, it's the... and he killed him!
Oh, jeez.
And what does he do? Cleans himself up, lets the speech play, walks out. No one's paying attention. Where's Ellen? He said they wanted to practice one of the speeches. Get ready for the announcement they have to make. Related to all this. That's why Alan kicked me out. Said Turley said to him about people hearing him practice. And then he let the speech going so he would still think he is practicing the speech.
Oh, that's clever.
And, well, he killed Turley. Everything blew up in Turley's face.
Yep.
And he goes watch the movie, and that's it.
That's it.
What did you think?
I thought it was fine. I didn't really care. Very pretentious. It's really not my thing, honestly.
Yeah, but it's Watchmen related.
It is Watchmen related. I give it that. There are some moments where I'm like, okay, but then there are times when it's like, I don't really care about what they're just blabbing.
Unfortunately, that's King for you. King is notorious for that.
Is he?
Yep, he's the kind of guy who I keep saying this. 12 issues is always too much for him. You always need 6 to get to the point. When you give him 12, he just spits. Now, what did you think of the double conspiracy?
I
think it fit the world.
Yeah.
It fit the world, but what were you going to say?
I was going to say, maybe it got a bit too crazy, maybe too out there.
Yeah, but I do like how the case where they brought in the wrong people to do the assassination, because by doing that, they're bringing people who can easily convert other people to their cause and pick up where they left off.
Yeah.
That, I think, is very Watchmen-like. We're saying, like, you think you have everything planned, but like, these guys are no Ozzy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it just feels like a side story more than anything.
Yeah, it does.
And
like, they're trying to do their own thing with it, but I think it just goes overboard.
It really. And what did you think of the artwork?
Artwork was good.
I thought the artwork was very much its own thing, but still similar to Gibbons.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, overall, I give it like a 5. If I had a rank, I know you don't, but I'm just saying that's what I give it.
Yeah, it's like, it's a pass for me.
Yeah, it definitely is a pass. It's just, And
I would definitely read the original Watchmen. Of course, it's a classic. It can be divisive too, but I feel like there's just something about it. It has a strong message that resonates with you at the end of it.
I mean, I will say this: I do find the idea of the whole compared to QAnon, how deep crazies can get.
Oh, absolutely.
And it shows just how much you have people who just pick up and assume things. I think, I'll be honest, I actually prefer the Rorschach side of things more than the actual politics side of things.
Oh, in Watchmen?
No, in this.
Oh, in this. Oh, yeah.
I thought the whole, everything leading up to the assassination, and we see just how these people are so deluded, was more interesting.
It was more interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, and it was crazy. Come on, Frank Miller.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yep. Although, to be fair, I think Tom King did that to Frank because Frank insulted him about writing Batman, and he decided to be petty. Yeah, overall, meh.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Not crap.
No, not like Ronin 2.
No, this at least
it felt like, I guess it felt more grounded at least, and it like the people felt real, you know.
And it felt intriguing.
Yeah. And
one thing I will give props though, it set in the Watchmen world, but it didn't mess with any of the Watchmen stuff.
Yeah, it was its own thing. About like its own character. Like it had its own characters, but it kind of like it alluded to that stuff, and it like kind of tied into it, but it still stayed its own thing.
Exactly. Like I said, it felt like
it's not like, oh, this ruined Watchmen forever or something like that, or like it crapped on it. But it's like it's its own thing.
I'll say this: remember the first Resident Evil movie? How that felt like a side story, didn't deal with anything from the games except for Umbrella and the zombies. That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
Its own side original story that doesn't hurt anything and exists on its own.
Yeah. It's just there to explore the world more.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's all else we gotta say. I trust me, the before watch myself will be way better whenever we cover it.
Yeah, of course,
I just wanted to get this out of the way first. Because I'd rather we start on a bit of a mid note than ending on it.
Yeah.
So, yep. That's all else we got to say. Thank you for joining me out. Thank you, everyone else.
Of course.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Take care.